Alright everyone, welcome back to the game and back to Timberborn. As you can see, we are in the drought. Not a lot happening. My small drought resistant carrot crop down here is doing well. We currently have 0 logs, but we have a reasonable amount of food and water for this first second drought, 3-day drought here. Today's goals will be to get some science going, get some things happening. As you can see, they're still harvesting some of the carrots and items that are complete but not dead. Won't quite make it to the end of the drought. 2.8 days before it's dead, 2.9 days to drought. Looks like I need a little bit more berry storage there. The complicated factor here is that currently the trees aren't growing. But I do think we can queue up a little bit of storage over here. We do have logs. We'll bump up a little storage there. Let's get this in overdrive so we can get some things going. We can see that we have our fearless leader holding down the fort at the district center. We shall always find Gimley there. And I think that'll be an appropriate name for the district. A lot of wait time early in the game. As we get science, we'll definitely go for stairs and platforms and levees. The goal being that we will levee off somewhere in here to the point that we bring water almost to this level. Now before we do that, before we completely close that off, we will try to take advantage, even though they're just birch trees. We will try to claim these, give us some more building materials. We'll also work on steps to this level so that we can eventually claim the metal. Pull these trees out. These are just birch, but those 30-ish logs there will be enough to build a little something. Here with the drought ending, we'll get this fired back up and put a little importance on it so we get some science happening. With water comes life. We'll definitely try to get all those trees cleaned off before we cut them out. Imagine that we'll try to bring a dam across this level as well. And that might be even an earlier project in an effort to secure this side of the map. Gaining access to those trees would be a good thing. Being able to reclaim resources when you remove the building is also quite handy. We need this guy to and let's pause him for a minute. Definitely want this guy to that's what we need, some logs there. Let's get some priority assignment here. Actually, let's see what we're working on. Got that one started. So let's make these a little bit lower. Make these a little bit higher. They should finish that already, but we're just how our forester doesn't quite reach to there. That's a shame. Alright, let's get those unlocked. Let's strategically place us a shrub here. And let's skip that one. Get a lot of benefit out of this one because everybody comes here for food, everybody comes here for water. So they'll all pass through the zone. we'll just unplant this section of trees. So when it is harvested, you can see we're doing 18-hour days. That kind of seems to be a good work level for everyone. Get that last water tank, or the next water tank, built there. I would definitely like to build that dam system somewhere in here so that I can have my pumps on this side of it with pathing on the back. And while I am a fan of maple trees, I also like the quick growth of the pines. We'll be getting some maples here in a couple of days. That'll really boost our productivity. I think I commented early on that I would like to ultimately have housing on this upper level. Keep all of the better farmable ground down here available. Definitely need to get that storage done. We got a lot of crops that could be harvested. That little corner there must be too dry to grow. Come on, trees. I even have a few birch just because they are super fast, even though it's only one log. Most of our projects right now aren't huge. Forgot to set the priority on the tank there. Let's get that thing filled up. Oh, Gimley the First has died of old age. You shall find that Gimley is immortal, at least in name only. We will try to not go very far without a Gimley. That's what I'd like to see. Get that water stored up. We are on normal mode, so the droughts are going to be pretty slow to get severe. I'm just a little impatient about trees. I do ultimately prefer maples once everything is settled and established. I think we got enough science here maybe to do something. Almost. There we go. Alright, let's go pre-spot some construction here. This, of course, means that we need to get our we're going to pause our forester because we only have one unemployed fellow. We're going to need some points. We'll put our forester back to work in a little bit. Next on the unlock will be levies. Ooh, boy, I'd like that triple floodgate, but I'm probably going to do doubles. Because, let's see, we need just 2 levels there. And while I would never anticipate draining it for anything, having the ability to do so would be good. It may seem like it's pretty unnecessary building there, but I think that's a pretty good spot to put that. Figure 2 blocks deep, that's a fair amount of water. What that would look like there. All of this is simply, let's not do that. This is nothing more than scaffolding for construction. I think that's going to be a good spot. Once we get a little more stabilized water, we will definitely be that's what I like to see. Get that storage going. Definitely be exploring some power options here that I think will definitely come into play up here. Water wheel, maybe some, not a lot of power there. I know these don't require a beaver, but that's almost as much, and it's there every day if you've got enough beavers. Man, I think probably need to improve our storage a little here. A lot of this will get reassigned as we or actually removed altogether. These are definitely the higher workplace priority here. Water is always the highest workplace priority. I think let's, I definitely want those guys harvesting for now. Don't really need the forester yet. They haven't cleared enough off to matter. Let's get some priority set on this stuff here. Kind of tempted to gather the chestnuts before I cut those trees down. I think so much so that we'll put us a chestnut storage area somewhere here close by. That's going to come to there and over. That'll pop off some trees. A new day, new water. Guys are going to have to get those replanted. Yeah, that's what I like to see. A little bit lacking in planks still. I think we're going to pause this, pause that. We'll get that going. I'd like to pause my science guy, but oh, these beavers. Yeah, how do you fault? And let's I think that works. I think they can reach that. Already got that tank built. I'm not too worried about the priority there. We're doing pretty good. Kind of got to let our logs get built up here. I'll fire one of these guys. Pretty good on berries. These yahoos are going to have this completely built. Planting in this low area is a good little trick. It's not a lot of carrots, but it's enough to hold you over if you've got water. And you end up with a little bit longer drought, especially if you're playing hard mode. Doesn't look like that's really going to grow there. Too dry. Get those chestnuts. We might pluck some of them, and I might even put up a thing for dandelions here before I take those out with water. Quite a bit of resources. I know that's a lot of land there, but we're 2 blocks high on both sides, so if we can get that squared away across, probably right here all the way across. We might leave those chestnuts. Come in right there. We'll have to move our gatherer flag. Let's actually do that before we get started. A little pre-planning here. So that ultimately when I might not even cut those. Let's take that out. If we bring a dam system across this, that would be all right. Poor little forest woodcutter guy is busy. Like our numbers, 123 water, 168 food. Even with our current storage status. Let's get that built so we can. We're having some little ones, but we want to work on our population. We're kind of holding static. 250 for the floodgate. We're at 140. We're getting there. Let's see, everything that I want to be running is running. Log storage is full. I'm about to get that house cranked out. So let's evaluate. We're 2 blocks high here. So if we kind of fly around here, I'm not really going to worry about flooding that. So we dropped 1. We come up to 2. We come up 1 block, 2 blocks here to flood that. We'll flood it all the way around. We'll flood this with just that. So that seems like the most logical thing to do. I think that we'll still be a block short here in this higher elevation. Because we're 2 blocks up from the surface of the water. We are, and 1, 2, 3, so if we went 3 floodgates here, we could flood all of that in one fell swoop. Might be a consideration. Let's see what that would mean for over here. Would it run off the map? It probably would. Right there. Still, it might be a consideration. Hey, look, our last house is done. Looks like I need to get that other gardener in there. We have food to harvest and nobody to harvest it. I think we're going to undo the double floodgate. We'll unlock it. But I think we'll set it so that we could go 3 high when we get that far. So let's go ahead and levy that. let's these guys need to stop building this. I would much rather they go work on the other one. And let's get our scaffolding redone here. I know what my problem is over here. They haven't cut those trees, and that path is too long. That's exactly what it is. We'll just encourage our little fellow to cut what we need cut. That's why we're... Yeah, this audio sure is sounding funny today. Let's get that priority down there. I sure do wish this fellow would cut those trees. We need a little bit more log storage so he's got some place to go with them. Still want and let's move this flag. And last access minus that one dang tree. 90%. Better make sure that I unplanted that. Yeah, it might be 90%, 91, but it's going away because it's complicating our life. And I want it out of the way. I know it's a maple, and that's 8 logs in a couple of days, but for now it needs to go away. That's what I like to see. I think we'll get some pre-positioning work done here. This fellow right here is going to have to go. We're a little bit longer on our episode. Or maybe could have went. No, I think that's where I went. And I think that little guy right there needs to go. Yep, that ought to do it. That way, if they happen to get that far, who's got nothing to do in range? How does this guy have nothing to do in range? But I just did the cut tree thing. I swear. Apparently I did not. Well, now this fellow has something to do in range. All right, we're doing pretty good here. We've got logs piling up. We got a few planks happening. Slowly knocking out some science. I don't think I'm ready for gears yet. Doing okay for water with small tanks. I think I'd rather have other platforms first. Looks like they've finally paused working on this. All right, well, that's 2 cycles. Let's get us a little overview here of how things are going. We'll let the water flood back in. Watch everything green up. Won't be long. We're going to want this one or this one done so that we can control our water a little better. As our population's growing, droughts are going to get longer. We're definitely going to want to be able to hold back more water. But we're getting there. Let's see. Oh, it appears that Gimley has once again left us. So let's name a youngling to perpetuate the name. Everything's looking pretty good. I think that's going to do it for this episode. We'll let these guys have a little rest, and we will see you next time.